All right, Talon. I think it might be time to talk MX bikes here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, let's talk some bikes.
I'm talking bikes. This is more Slurp's territory. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
he's
this
played
might
it
be a
more.
little bit.
He
Might be
finally
a little
passed
bit.
me in hours.
Yep, guys, I finally passed Talon in hours. I've only had the game since August. It is now March 9th as of filming this.
Mm-hmm. And I've had
I
it
was
for 5 years.
I was putting in some crazy 110, 120 hour
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks on Steam. So guys, I was sweating.
Yeah, he's sweating.
But
That just means it always he's been playing a lot, but not
yeah.
like overly amount because I'm only at 750 after 5 hours or 5 years. So
I actually I think I just hit 800 hours
yep.
today.
I think I'm
So
at like probably 60, 70, something like
yeah.
that. After racing pro this week, or so it was. It's not to say he hasn't been overly grinding, but we're there. I just don't like playing the game, but I got a national number, so that's why I'm playing it.
Hey, Town, how do we feel? How was the track? How did you feel about the track this week?
It was really easy to be consistent on the track. It wasn't the best racing track. Like the racing, it was a lot of one line except for one line, and we'll talk about it later. The NA guys were doing it. I don't know much about the EU. Didn't watch it too much. I don't think they were hitting it, but no, maybe the EU guys were hitting it. I was thinking wrong. I forgot Raxz races EU this year. But yeah, I don't know. There was definitely some lines that you had to send if you wanted to gain a little bit of extra time, but some of them you could just hit normally and be fine. But yeah, we're gonna go into EU first, as they were the first races run of the day, only about an hour or two after track was released. So, me and Slurp watched the race from Tyler J's point of view in the mains. But first, we're gonna start with the 250 guys, which aren't as watched as much, but we gotta. If we do 250s in both for sim, we gotta do it in bikes. We're gonna do it in bikes. We're gonna show off these guys that don't maybe get as much love or don't get watched as much. Alrighty.
Sir, yes, sir. Spreading the love here at the MotoBois recap. We're trying to get everyone involved. Trying to spread the love as much as possible. Town, take it away.
Alrighty. So first we're gonna do the 250 West Riders. All right, this championship, it was close. Pumpakasu, I don't know if that's how you actually say his name, but Pumpakasu. He was second in points heading into this race for TB or Aqua, I think is who that is. 12 points back. But he ends up losing 10 points to Aqua. So Aqua extends his points lead over Pump, but he falls back to fourth in the championship actually. After some tough races. I forgot to write down the results here from that race, but it was he falls to fourth in the championship after the East-West Showdown. Chapstick moves into second. He is only 17 points back from Aqua. And then Brad moves into third. He is only 18 points back. So only a 1 point difference between second and third. And Pump, who is 22 points back, obviously he falls to fourth there. So, it's sorry, it's a close battle. Closer than some of the sim ones. But it's gotta suck for Pump to fall from second to fourth after just one round and lose 10 points on him. You muted your mic.
It does suck.
Oh,
I can't. Nope, we're good. We're good. We're good. Personally, I've been in Pump's shoes before. I would delete the game, me personally, if that happened to me. But I just know Pump is a demon because these motherfuckers on 250s are fucking aliens. I've seen them ride, some of them. They basically ride the bike like a 125. But anyway, yeah, TB, he's got a little lead, dude. He's got a little lead in this championship. I'm not super familiar with a lot of the 250 guys, but I mean, there's what, 4-ish races left? 5 races?
Let's see. They are on the West Coast guys are on round 6, so I think it's about 3, 4 maybe. I can't remember how many rounds they're doing this year for the 250s. It used to be 9, but I think it might be more this year or in the newer years. So we're just figuring that out. Let me look at the results here. So yeah, so Aqua got a solid 4th this week. And Brad getting 2nd, that's what helped him jump up into the 3rd place spot in the title. But Pump, he got 15th on the race. So that is 15th. Whenever your championship rival gets 4th, not that great. But mad respect to these guys that are out there in the main. Like those 250s on Supercross, I never really liked them on Supercross. And even now, with it being a little more slippery, it's got to be a little more harder to hit those rhythms. So, mad respect to those guys out there. But yeah, so it was another. It was a I don't know. It was a good race for Aqua. He probably also wanted to win to extend his points lead more. But based on where his rivals finished, it's got to be pretty good. A big sort of, I guess, story line that I think is kind of noticeable is Dylan dropping down to the 250 class for the East West Showdown. I don't think he's raced all season. He led by at least 10 seconds for most of the race. He only beat Brad by 4, but still dropping down for one race. I don't know if you've been there for a while, but like I said, I haven't watched much of the EU series, but if he did just drop down for this race, still impressive. Also, only one of the only ones on a Honda. Him and Dan. And winning against all the meta bikes of the KTM and the Huskies.
Dylan and Dan, mad props for riding the fucking Honda, because I've actually ridden the Honda 250. It's a pile of shit. It is a massive pile of shit. Same with the Honda 450. But mad respect to those guys, because that thing is like riding a 1974 YZ100 with 2x4s as shocks. So, mad respect to those guys. That's all I'll say.
Unfortunately for Dan, he did retire from the race. He finished, I think, 21st or something like that. So that shoots him down in the title. He is 35 points back from Neon. Yeah, lost a lot of points to Neon that race, which is unfortunate. But I mean, hey, it could have been worse. You could have not made the main. I mean, you only gained 1 or 2 points, so that sucks, obviously. But you're still top 3 in points, so there's that to look forward to. And speaking of the EU points, or the East EU points, Neon is still leading it. But Victor gains some points on him, makes it go from 8-point lead to a 4-point lead. So that is a very close battle for the the first place spot in the 250 East against the defending champ, who's Neon.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Neon got a barking the dirt course. He's your defending champion from last year. He knows how to win a title. Victor's not making it easy, though. I will say that. I mean, he brought that gap down. I mean, we'll have to see what they do after the break, because it's a
triple crown.
It's East.
It's East, and it is a triple crown.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. I mean, once again, I don't know that much about the 250 guys, but now that we're doing this, maybe I'll be more invested and I'll do my homework. Guys, I'll do my homework, okay? I take that back. I will do my homework to be more prepared for next week's recap. Anyways.
2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now. So I have some time, guys. All right, Talon, let's talk the big boys.
Oh, yeah. 450 EU.
Let's talk the big boys. So Raxz and TJ have been going at it all year. Okay? They're the favorites. Raxz was like, okay, listen. Fuck NA.
Too easy. He said too easy.
Yeah, I'm already nasty. I need more comp. Okay? So, decides to move to EU. Him and TJ have been battling it out all year. They're the guys right now. And the race this week, it showed that. TJ, Raxz, 1-2 off the start.
Raxz makes the whole race pretty much, except for a little bit where Cam passes him.
Yeah. I mean, Raxz had the edge in the beginning, I think. From what I watched, he was fucking busting out that quad over the table, guys. I played the track. I'm not that good at the game. That fucking quad is massive. Okay? That fucking quad was huge. And to be doing that mid-race is crazy. But that's what gained him all the time. I mean, TJ was probably a little better in the whoops and probably in the sand. He was probably the best guy in the sand. But dude, Raxz was just jumping that fucking quad, and that's what got him that gap early. But TJ was a rock. He minimized the mistakes, kept it pretty close to Raxz. Raxz made a few mistakes, had caught up with some lappers. And if you play MX bikes, lappers suck balls. So yeah, but and then throw Cam in there, dude.
It's also really interesting to see how much he uses first and second here on the 450, rather than second and third. Oh, huge moment!
Oh no! Raxz gets into it with vibes. Unfortunately, that gives the lead to Cam on that Moto Academy KTM.
Oh, and Tyler J side by side with Cam here as we come through the rhythm section. Who is even in the lead? No idea. Tyler J manages to secure it. Cam in P2. Raxz is on their heels though for the fight for the top 3 positions. What is going on here in Indianapolis?
Cam's sneaky, guys. I'm just throwing that out there. Cam's a sneaky little guy. Okay, if those two motherfuckers fuck up, he's right there. So, and he was, and it showed in the race. Talon, I know you got some facts pulled up because I don't actually have the facts pulled up, so
I'll take the facts real quick. I see the point standing. Tyler J, he was only 1 point ahead of Raxz. Raxz probably would have taken the points lead, but had some run-ins with some lappers. And unfortunately, that helped TJ extend his points lead. So it's up to 4 now. Lynds is in 3rd place after a solid P5 finish. He said on stream he wasn't really satisfied with the P5 after being close to that P3 pretty much the whole race. I noticed he had some issues with his stream that he tried fixing mid-race. That probably could have messed with him, mental game, lost focus.
Really weird. I'm tapping out, I'm doing it. I'm back. Huh.
But he is respect
for that, because going to OBS, tapping OBS and trying to fix that shit while you're barking, Mr. Lynds, mad respect, my guy.
Oh yeah. But yeah, he's in 3rd place, 21 points back from Tyler J. And then Cam is 4th, 23 points back, and then Finn is 5th, 29 points back. Finn, he's there. I didn't really get to watch much of him last year, but I think he's more of an outdoor guy than a supercross guy. He was going undefeated, and then I think he just decided he didn't want to race one race. So, that streak was over, but most motos that he did, he was always battling up front. So even whenever he swapped to the Honda for one race at Southwick, he still, I think, won a moto and then gave up the second because the bike was glitchy. So, Finn, more of an outdoor guy, but he's still there in Supercross. But yeah, he's P5. But let's all these guys have made every round so far. Everybody in the top 7 have, but if you're not in that top 5, it's kind of done deal. It's a 75-point lead, 50-point lead over 6th and 7th. So, those guys kind of more out of it than the top 5, but really the consistency game from Tyler is what helped him stay up here so far.
Yeah.
Besides going 1-2 for him and Raxz, minus 3 or 4 motos from each of them, they've gone 1-2 pretty much every race. So that consistency is what's helping those two kind of gap themselves from 3rd and 4th and 5th.
I mean, it's pretty much the TJ and Raxz show on the EU side. I mean, they find themselves up there pretty much every week. I mean, it's going to be a dogfight. I feel like Raxz has a little more speed. I mean, he did get kind of unlucky this week with the lappers. But yeah, it just once again we said it in sim. We're gonna say it here. It's all about the starts, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
whoever can get that start and just take control and manage the race, that's who's gonna win your race because these guys are so fucking close. Like TJ and Rack, they're the two guys right
They're
now.
running same lap times pretty much all moto.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how I'm 2 seconds off, guys. I mean,
the extra 3,000 hours, 4,000 hours might help, but
yeah, the extra 3,000 hours would probably help. But yeah, they're barking. They're the guys. Cam can mix it up every once in a while, but yeah, it's just those two guys right now.
yeah, Cam has the pace on it every once in a while, every few tracks, but it could also be due to mistakes with people in the back or stuff like that. But just doesn't have the consistently top podium results, top fives.
Right, Talon.
That's the EU side of this.
What about NA? Mr. Brado, Mr.
NA.
Chase?
We have more. We have more notes on NA because
We
we've
do.
raced it. We're home for it.
Yeah.
And it just like I said, we know it. We raced it, so we know more guys in the NA side than the EU.
I'm gonna take a second to throw this out there. I was shitting bricks trying to qualify for that fucking race. Oh my god. I ran like 10 46s. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get in fucking easy, dude. I'm gonna get in fucking easy. Qualifying rolls around. I can't even break a 48.5. And I'm like, I'm not gonna qual. I'm not gonna fucking qual. On the last lap of practice, I barely sneak in. I've never been more nervous in my life.
Runs a 47.9, only 400s quicker than me.
My God, guys, I need to figure out qualifying. Okay. Anyways, back to NA. Take it away, Tom.
Alrighty, well, we're gonna start with the 250 classes, as like everything else, they run first. We're gonna start with the West Coast. Travis, out of town this weekend, missed the race. He didn't have that big of a points lead. Well, it was decently big. I think it was like 18 or something like that heading into the race. So Splash had a big opportunity to take the points lead from him, and unfortunately had a bad result, or not a horrible result. Not too bad. If I could go back to see where this results page is real quick. Obviously not what he wanted. Yeah, it was a pretty bad result. It was a P12. Not what you want whenever you're P2 in a championship. So, I don't know. Lost out big on a chance to take the points lead in a pretty decent gap. So he's still only 4 behind, still second in the championship. And obviously a big break till they're back again in Seattle. Don't know exactly which round that is. But yeah, they're not back till Seattle, so they got a couple weeks to prepare. But it would have been nice to have that points lead going into the break. And then on to P3, it is Hockey. Hockey is only 20 points behind, but he moves into P3 after a solid P2 performance at the East-West Showdown. So that was great. And then Kozak moves into P4 after a solid performance of a 4th place finish in the East-West Showdown. So he's 25 back. And then Max, who also did not show up, don't know if he was suspended or not, but he didn't show up. And he's 32 points back still, but he drops from 3rd in the championship to 5th. So two of your guys in the podiums didn't show up. One of them retains their spot. The other one drops 2 spots. So, it's not exactly what you want going into this title. But he's still only 12 back from that 3rd place spot. So, it is what it is. Don't have too much to say. The West Coast didn't perform too good at that East-West Showdown. They had 2 riders in the top 5, and then that was it. The rest were East all the way down to 12th. So, East Coast.
Guys,
really
what are we
showing out.
doing? 250, dude. You're not making us look good. You're not making the Cali boys. You're not making us look good, dude. Come on, dude. Let's lock in. And let's show up next time, okay? Because me and Talon are West Coast.
He's more
Gotta
west
make
than
this-
me. I'm like smack middle
Hey,
country.
Talon's still West Coast, okay? Talon's
Yeah,
still West
technically West Coast, but you know I'm Colorado.
But we need some more West guys up there, guys. Come on, let's go. All right. I will say, T-Moss, after missing a race and still having the points lead, that's kind of crazy. I've seen that motherfucker ride a 250. It's insane. Let's be honest. I don't think he shuts off like the gas. I think he's just wide open everywhere. That's what I've come to the conclusion of. He's kind of your guy right now in the West class. I mean, Splax is still right there.
I think Splash has
just-
a outdoor title, or he's top 3 in outdoors, so he's fast in his own right, but he just gotta get the Supercross together.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say about West. I mean, it's just T-Moss and Splax. I mean, T-Moss is probably your guy, to be honest with you. I mean, if you miss a race and you still have the points lead, probably your guy. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for West. Talon,
On the East,
what about 250 East? How are those East guys doing?
East I think is it's a lot closer battle. You know, Caden has the points lead. Just re-looking this over. Yeah, he had the points lead coming in here, but he does extend it. It was only a 2-point lead, and now it's up to 9 over DOS, and then 13 over Panda. After Caden, you know, probably not his best performance, you know, not where he would like to be, but he got a 6th place finish, and his 2 championship rivals who were 2nd and 3rd coming into this finished 11th and 13th. So, you know, not his best finish, but he gained a lot of points. So, you know, there's that. And then there was a tied battle going into 4th between Brock W and Colby. Brock W finished 8th. And Colby finished 9th, I believe. So he's only got a 1-point lead over Colby, but he is 3 points back from the from 3rd place. It's Panda, your defending champion, and then he's 16 points back from Caden, who is your points leader. So you know there's that. But also another note: Brock W and Colby both had to come from the LCQ. So your 4th and 5th in points coming from the LCQ, still showing up. And be able to keeping it close, at least somewhat close, in that points fight.
I mean, no one wants to go to the LCQ.
We didn't. I know that.
Oh, I mean, we were there, but we weren't there. Me and
we were
we'll
there.
get into
We were
that.
battling for 16th,
We'll-
17th.
we'll get into that later.
There.
But no one wants to be in the LCQ, but they managed to get out of it. What I'm noticing here, dude, East is close. East is close. We got Caden with 87, Daz 9 back of that, Panda 13 back, Brock W 16 back, Colby 17 back. I mean, it's kind of a lot of points for a 250 championship, but
Mhm.
like,
One bad race from
It's-
Caden, and it's
Hey.
anyone's game.
it's anyone's game, dude. I mean, this game is fucking retarded. Let's be honest. The net code is dog shit. Everyone knows that. So you never know. Caden could get 15th in Seattle, and then we got a championship. And one of
Birmingham.
these guys can go on a run. Birmingham. Oh yeah, it's
Triple
East
count,
Coast.
triple count, which
God,
can
guys,
have an even
look
more
at
better
the facts
result.
right.
So triple count,
I'm
so
stupid.
yeah, it can still have an even better result with 3 races. It has
Yeah.
to be consistent.
I mean, you never know. I mean, but
First
right
one
now
for
he's-
East, so we've never seen these guys this year race triple crown. So
that should be interesting. And I have seen the track. It does a loop-de-loop under the bridge sand section. That could be kind of cool. There's a long rhythm lane. Dirtworks. Why the fuck are you making rhythm lanes jump in, jump out? I don't know. Figure your shit out. It looks like you have with the Birmingham track with a long ass rhythm. I'm hoping to see some quads.
hopefully,
So Donut can say quad up. That's all I'm saying.
Mm.
Yeah, but I mean, Caden's got it on lock. I mean, there's not much more else to say about these 250 guys.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, speaking of having a championship on lock, We're heading over to the 450 class.
Brado.
Ugh.
Brado,
Mr. Consistent.
he's been the most dominant guy of EU, NA, whatever. I mean, he went 5-0 to start the season, 4-0.
Something like that. Something like that. Let me-
I know he lost Tampa.
Yeah.
And Brado, listen. I apologize because I was in that main. I shouldn't have been there. And I'm pretty sure I cleaned you out. And I do apologize because I was just trying to get out of the way. Okay? That's all I'm saying. And also, I know this is a little off topic. Brado, I'm also sorry. I think it was Aomex Sardegna. I fucking cleaned you out twice as a lapper. I'm not trying to do it on purpose, Brado.
Calling lappers bad when you're being a bad lapper yourself.
Hey, I'm a shitty. Okay, I was a shitty lapper, dude. It hurts my soul a little bit when I get lapped. Okay, I know I suck, and I know I should have got out of the way, but it's nothing personal, Brado. I'm just retarded. So if you accept this apology, I would be much appreciated because I'm not trying to do it on purpose. I'm never trying to do it on purpose. So I'm just getting that out of the way because I know you hate me. And I understand. But basically, Brado's been the guy. Chase has been kind of mixing it up here and there.
Yeah.
But, dude, Brado's just...
His
too consistent right
his worst finish is second, and through 9 rounds on MX bikes, that is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that...
And 6
That's
of those
a
9
stat.
rounds are a win.
Yeah, winning 6 out of 9. Anyway, winning 6 out of 9, that's impressive. I mean, he's what? He's 20. He's a whole race ahead, dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, his computer would have to explode. I mean, he's been...
And even then, with his consistency, this dude is gonna pull the pole to wrap it up around 13.
Yeah, dude, he's...
If Chase has a few more bad rounds, that's very possible.
I mean, yeah, Chase. I mean, he's trying, dude.
He's being as much of a rock as possible. Like,
I mean, he's trying his best. I mean, this game's stupid. Poboso, he doesn't like any of us. Like, let's be honest. So, like, it's hard out here for some of these guys. I mean,
yeah, Chase has been 4th or better, all except for round 4, where he got a 6th.
and that's not bad, guys. Like, let's take a second to talk about that. That's just how good Brado is right now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Chase is not.
Any other season, Chase would probably be hitting points lead.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just Brado is that consistent.
Yeah.
And I would like to see.
Well, yeah. He has a 4th and a 6th, and then other than that, Chase has been on the podium the other 7 rounds.
I mean, that's really fucking good. I mean, I'd like to see Brado against Raxz and those guys, because he seems like the best guy. I don't want to say in the game right now because I'm just irrelevant and I just got here, guys. So don't flame me, okay?
I mean, the one time Raxz moves over because he said there's no competition, the competition shows up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. Brado's just been the guy. You got Chase 26 back, got Washed 56 back, and you got Caden 97 back. So I mean, pretty spread out. I mean, I haven't really seen that much from any of the other guys, really. I mean,
Chase has 2 wins on the year. Skills has 1, but Skills has stopped racing. But yeah, Chase has 2 wins on the year, so I mean, there's that. He's been able to stop Brado from winning. And he's been close ever since those 2 wins. He's had a 3rd and then 2 seconds, so he's there every week. It's just Brado's just that good right now.
Brado's just the guy. I mean, I wish I was that good at the video game, to be honest with you.
Is Brado Australian?
I think so. I think he is.
He is. Maybe netcode might help out just that tiny bit, but
hey,
even then you still need the speed, so he's still putting in the speed.
Yeah, he's the guy. I mean, yeah, there's not much else to say. I mean, Talon, we've covered it all so far. I mean,
the one thing I want to check out is qualifying. You know, for those champs, see how fast Brado has been.
Qualifying. Talon's got some qualifying stats.
Just gonna load him up real quick.
Talon is way overqualified for this job. He's got everything. I don't have shit. I'm just looking at me and him talk right now. I don't got notes pulled up. I'm just go with the flow, you know. Um,
All right.
yeah, dude. Here
So
we
let's
go.
see.
Here, what's Talon got?
All right. Just double checking everything. Just calculating it all. So far, round 1. We are gonna go to round 1. It was actually Caden from East Coast. You know, pulling out the fastest quality lap. Brado was 3rd. Skills was 2nd. So there was that. Round 2, it was Skills, and then Brado P2. And then round 3 is Brado. Round 4 it was Brado. Round 5 was Skills. And then T-Moss was 2nd. So there's that. Another 250 guy being up here mixing it up. And then it was Brado again for, what is this, round 6. Brado round 7. Chase round 8. And Brado round 9. So half of the rounds Brado has been fastest qualifier as well. So, yeah, it's not just netcode. Obviously, we all knew that, but his pace is there.
Brado's he's got the package, the full package right now. Yeah, there's not much else to say. Talon, I think we've covered
Everything.
We've covered everything.
So I guess
I
main
don't
thing to
think-
look out for NA 250s, because 450s is kind of on lock. Unless you want to see a masterclass between Brado and maybe Chase if he's close still. Being a really good battle. But yeah, 250s is what to watch. If you look at bikes, 450s and 250 East are one to watch. That's going to be coming up next at Birmingham. So it's going to be a good one. Both points leads only separated by 4. So
who does the stream? Is it Cupcake?
Cupcake does EU, and either Navo or B-Rod does NA.
Go tune into those streams on Fridays so you can see the action for yourselves. Don't watch me and Talon.
Yeah, we'll be
Don't
streaming, but yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, just don't, because we
it's
suck.
gonna be a triple crown. We're not gonna make it anyways. So
Oh yeah, we're not even qualified. Hey,
we'll be in the
I
LCQ.
will say,
We'll be in the LCQ.
I don't know how I qualified for Arlington straight in. I don't know if I ate my Wheaties that morning, but we're gonna pray that I could do that again. It's probably not gonna happen because I am more inconsistent than James Stewart on a Kawasaki. So that's just how it is, guys.
Yeah, he's either making it or qualifying 56. There's no in between.
Exactly. Yeah, and we got to work on the consistency because I have like 2 hours on the game. So
Both me and Slurp.
Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That wraps up
The first recap.
the first MotoBoys recap of many. I think this is gonna be a thing, Town. I think this can be a thing.
But yeah, that was our first attempt at recaps.
This has been the MotoBoys recap. You're with your host, Talon 214.
Yeah.
Slurp. Guys, this has been the MotoBoys recap.
Hopefully you guys show up for more.
Yeah, take it easy, guys. We'll see you next week.